Hey, this is Ryan and Angela from Lost in Reviews, and we're here to tell you about Inception, which we just got back from seeing.
I'd hate to see out of control.
Alright, Inception is the biggest movie of the year. Boom. You should know that. It's kind of hard to explain maybe what it's about, because it's a little conceptual.
Well, it's hard to explain what the movie's about without ruining the entire movie.
We don't want to
for you.
spoil it.
So I would suggest don't read anything about this movie before you go see it, because it has an easy ruin at the end.
I think so too. Basically, Leonardo DiCaprio plays Cobb, main character, and he has this team of people who can enter dreams of other people. And the original thing they were doing was they were just extracting things. They were stealing information that was little secrets out of these people's brains. But then a new concept came along called Inception, in which they had an idea to go try and plant an original idea into someone's brain so that they would feel like it's their own original thought. So that's what the main focus of the movie is. That's about all I think I want to tell, because I don't want to ruin anymore.
You can't really say much else. I mean, you can say Leo's character is hinting at the fact that he may have done Inception before, and then other characters is saying it's impossible to do Inception, and that leads to kind of a little plot twists and stuff going through and builds some tension. But the entire movie is just something that you've never seen before.
Exactly. Christopher Nolan directed this, and it's absolutely brilliant. Everything he does, you can see his style. He's got that style now. If you've seen The Dark Knight, it's kind of got that vibe to it. It's got those over-scanning views of cities and that nice eerie music that's kind of vibrating the whole scene. And you just get this eerie feeling that you don't want to stop when you're in his films. So Christopher Nolan directed it. Stars Leonardo DiCaprio. We also got Joseph Gordon-Levitt, which is one of our favorite actors, who's finally getting a shot to show his chance at action and psychological thriller kind of stuff.
But I wish that they would have had more lines and more stuff to actually show Joseph's range, because we all know that he's a great actor. That's the only thing I was disappointed for, because I had heard rumors that this was going to be one of his standout roles. And
I think it still is.
I didn't really feel that way. I felt that it was definitely a standout action role for Joseph, but I feel like, and it's not his fault at all, they should have just given him a little bit more because he's so great.
Well, I think it'll help, though. Everyone knows, you know, he was so great in 500 Days of Summer because he was really sweet and romantic and comedic. And in this, he shows a completely different side. And even though it may have been reserved and not very, you know, as loud as Leo's parts, it was still a standout role. And I loved watching him just as much as I did Leo's character.
Leo was great, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic.
In fact, there wasn't a bad actor in this entire movie.
No. Ellen Page, also.
Awesome. But this was Christopher Nolan's short list of people I want to work with.
Yeah.
And they all said yes, and they were all great in it. The Inception is a non-stop thrill ride that you don't want to get off.
Yeah.
And when it comes time to get off, you want to get back on.
Yeah.
Immediately.
When we were done with this film, I said, okay, I don't want to move, just replay the role again, because I want to see it all over again. And it's definitely one of those films you're going to want to see more than once, because once you reach the end, you want to piece every piece together that maybe you missed a couple in the beginning. And they do a really good job of piecing those clues together so that by halfway through you get some of it and you're going, oh, okay, and then by the end you're like, wow.
Yeah.
But you
it
still want to
leaves
see
you
it
with more
again.
questions at the end.
And it's definitely something you're going to talk about for a while. You're going to sit with, you know, have conversations with people who saw it with you. And I love those kind of films.
Yeah. It reminded me a little bit of Memento when you're talking about Chris Nolan. But Chris Nolan, this is his standout film for me. He did everything that he did in Dark Knight. He did everything that he did in Memento, but he took it to the next level, and he really, really challenged himself.
I think so.
He did a lot with the sound and the colors, and everything came together to make Inception one of the best movies I've seen. Not this year, but ever.
Yeah, definitely. The scenes, the backdrops were absolutely fabulous. Everything was on a grand scale, so that even if there wasn't that much dialogue, you were just pulled into the room that they're sitting in. There's lots of Asian architecture too, which I'm just attracted to, but it also is very interesting to just look at. So.
Yeah, the entire movie's great. The acting's great. Christopher Nolan's great. Guess what? There's no problem with this.
There's nothing bad about it.
We're just going to give it the simultaneous rating of
McConaughey salute.
Go see this movie. Go see it multiple times.
Yes.
Stick through it. You may feel a little confused at the beginning, but all the answers will be there.
It will make sense. Yeah, there was a couple of people who I think walked out midway through, and I'm pretty sure they regretted it afterward, because you get paid off in the end, and you get this fantastic wrap-up, but it still leaves that mystery and that allure that you want.
Yeah.
That makes it so rewarding. So go see it again and again.
Yeah, make sure this movie makes money, because this is the type of movies Hollywood should be making.
Yeah.
Taking risks, and next we'll have another Batman from Nolan, but right now, I'm totally satisfied. The guy, he's won me over again and again and again, and he deserves this McConaughey salute. So, that's it from LostReviews.com. Go see Inception.
Yeah.